Hey everybody, Lisa here with another edition of Always Looking Up, where Little Miss Dangerous is going to become Little Miss Manners. That's right, it's come to my attention that several of the people out there on YouTube need some coaching in manners. I've been on YouTube since September of 2006, so I thought I'd seen everything. We all know about cyberbullies and trolls. I don't really understand all the psychology behind why there's a need for this. It's nothing more than a power trip. If you're in a community or you're in a group of people for long enough, you will see people come and go for several reasons. Obviously, terminal diseases and things are some of the reasons people come and go. I will never forget the first person that I heard about that left us on YouTube. He was one of the original YouTubers. I was not that into him. In fact, I wasn't into him at all. But he was one of the first people who was obviously a part of this community who actually passed away. You will remember him as the dispatcher. You could call him the original smoke break. I didn't watch him. I knew of him. But I remember when he passed. And I remember the community, saying their respects, saying they would miss him in his vlogs. And I thought, that is wonderful. That is wonderful to be missed and respected. It wasn't that he was such a big deal, but he was missed and respected by people who watched him, by people who became his friends, or people who were just interested in what he had to say. Recently, it's come to my attention that people are sending hateful messages to someone who is dealing with a terminal illness. It's a person that is a mutual acquaintance of sorts. But it saddens my heart to think that people could reach so low as to think that they have anything to say towards someone who is battling such a time in their life and dealing with the things that they are having to deal with once they've been diagnosed with a terminal disease. The days of feeling very bad, the days of feeling like you need to get things done. I remember when I first became a nurse. I remember the first patient of mine who died. But I also remember the first person who I dealt with who had been to the hospital more than once, who had been a patient of ours more than once, who had come back in because of a resurgence of his renal or kidney cancer. He looked much older. It had only been 6 months, but yet the cancer had aged him rapidly. And I remember as he lay in the bed in that hospital room, I worked the 3 to 11 shift, and I remember looking out the window. It was the first night he had been back in the hospital. And I remember looking out the window and seeing one of the most beautiful sunsets ever. Being 19 years old and a kid and a nurse aide, I wasn't well trained in how to talk to somebody who had a terminal disease. In fact, I was concerned that if I mentioned the beautiful sunset, that even that might be inappropriate. And I know that sounds funny, but I honestly didn't know what to say. It's not that I'm an expert on what to say to somebody who is going through all of this, but I've learned a lot. When someone is going through such a thing, you ask them what they need. You ask them what they want. You support them, and you do more listening than you do talking. That's how you handle your friend, your patient, your acquaintance, your fellow YouTuber who is going through such a time. It also needs to be said that everybody deals with this issue in more ways than one. Some people want to be left alone. Not very many. Or at least there are stages where they might want to be left alone and given a little bit of time to think and regroup their thoughts. One of the biggest things I've learned is that people who've been diagnosed with a terminal illness are afraid of pain, severe pain. That's the first thing they want to ask the doctor, am I going to be in severe pain when all of this happens? The next thing they want is to not be alone. They don't want to go through this journey alone. Now, that's not everybody, but that's one of the subjects that has come up time and time again in the literature and in my practice, that people do not want to be alone. Why do some people think that they need to get on a website and tell a person facing a terminal illness how the hell they should deal with that terminal illness? What gives you the right to tell anybody what to do at such a time in their life? What makes you a critic? Who made you God? You can take your 13-year-old self and you can go and troll some other website like Facebook or some other juvenile situation, because that's very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. I hope when you are facing that situation that you will be afforded respect. Because I think everybody deserves respect of some kind during that situation. That's just me. So let's move on to other less serious issues of manners while we're on the topic. If you make a collab video with somebody, feature it on your channel, unless you have some problem with the way that it was made. Feature it on your channel. You were part of that collaboration. It is a video that you have made. You are working together for fun, for art, and it's a way of coming together in this community. It's one of the ways that we come together and have creative fun. And if you're too special to do that, then don't be a part of a collab with another group of people. Just don't do it. Now, if something happened in the collab, because we never know what's going to happen with the collab, the editors got complete creative control. Maybe one of the other tubers raised objectionable material, and you are very concerned about that. Voice your concerns to the person who is putting together the collab when you find out about it. If you don't find out about it till it's posted, then just send them an email and say, I was going to feature this, I cannot, because I really don't like what happened in it with this other YouTuber or what you did, but give a reason. Don't just ignore it. Don't sit there and ask when the video is going to be done, and then when you're told the video is done, don't feature it, don't comment, don't act like you care. Really? I know for a fact that when I have done collabs, I've spent good time on them. So, and nobody has to do a collab that they don't want to. So let's go on to another topic. If you want somebody to watch and comment on your videos, and you actually ask them to watch and comment on your videos, do the same to them. If you don't like their videos, I don't know what to tell you. That happens. They might not like everything about your videos, but they probably are supporting you. It's a two-way street. Third, if you're a guy and you're talking to a fellow female YouTuber, show some respect. Treat that person with respect. That's all I have to say. It's ridiculous. Treat each other with respect. Next, do not send friend requests just to promote your channel. The friend feature, many people have just dumped their friends. You know, just emptied out the list of friends on their friends feature because they're tired of it. If I click you on as a friend or a subscriber, that means I'm actually interested in your channel, what you have to say, learning more about you. I probably met you through somebody I know. I'm wanting to get to know more about you. Or vice versa, you found me through a friend or through some other channel, whether you were friends on that channel or not. Somehow or another you made it onto my channel and you genuinely want to know more about me. Well, we can get to know each other and we can be friends. If you're somebody who has a modicum of like-minded interests at all, if you're someone who cannot speak my language, it's going to be very difficult to communicate. If all you're trying to do is promote your channel, then there's really not anything that I want to talk about. It's very easy to tell who is just trying to promote their channels I've even had friends do that. But mostly, I don't care if my friends do that. That's okay. We're friends. And I'm here to support them. If you want me to get to know you, I don't mind getting to know you. But you need to be sending me a message saying hi. You know, I've seen you here. Seen you from another channel. I'd like to get to know you. Well, I'm real easy to get to know. Just ask my friends. I'm a very social person. Anyway, time to get some manners. And time to support our fellow YouTubers who are going through the toughest times of their lives. And to not be critical of however they do it. Don't take it personally. You know, if you're shunned by that person and shut out, don't be surprised. Your job is to be there when people need you. You can't worry about what other people do. Your job is to be there for them. Anyway, this is Little Miss Dangerous signing off as Little Miss Manners. And hopefully this will be the last lesson in manners that I will ever have to give. See you on the tube.